Ladies and gentlemen, how's it going? It's your boy Roar. We are here with Vtuber songs. A bunch of you guys wanted me to check all these out, so we're doing it all together in one video. I hope that's okay for you guys. I'm excited. Yeah, without any further ado, we're going to jump into the one that I feel like most people have been talking about more than anything is Cecilia Immergreen's cover of Nevermore. I never heard the original, but let's just jump into this and see where we go.
Give me your eye, give me your skin, give me your voice. Give me your lung, give me your name, give me your face. Welcome to our world, you're choosing to be the only one. Follow the crow. Now listen carefully.
Okay, first of all, love how she's sounding very soft on it. I think that's a great sort of auditory thing with, I said it before, with like rap and stuff, you get a lot of trade-off of the voice having a lot of energy and a lot of pizzazz if the instrumental is very laid back, and then the opposite can happen, where if the instrumental is kind of and then you're just coming in, give me your voice, give me your lung, give me your hope. Like that's it adds a great little contrast. So anyway, very, very cool. I wonder if too, since this is originally a Japanese song, if it just kind of sounds like it rhymes a little bit more, because with this, just the English, it's not rhyming, but I know that obviously, you know, Japanese, different words, it's going to be able to rhyme better, that sort of thing. So
To our world, you're choosing to be the only one. Follow the crow. Now listen carefully, he'll make you anything you wish to be. Count to 3.
I also love how it's, you know, even when you have the beat going like this, the synth is just, and then she's just going kind of, it doesn't sound like this, it's a very straightforward 4/4 beat with her singing. So it's just give me like, it's so cool, because that just tells me you obviously have to take a long time in order to perform it enough that you know how to follow that beat when it's not so easily spelled out, which is good that she's practicing all that.
Tell me if I'm the only one. Can you make me special in this hollow world? Admiration, recognition, confirmation, all I ever wish for. Tell me if I'm the only one. Can I be the winder of this broken world? One black cross mockingly. Perhaps you won't be yourself in the entire world.
So even then, if we're to assume that like it's going all over the place, we're not really following the beat. If that's how it is in Japanese too, that's so crazy. I've said it before in a previous video, I am a 4 on the floor type of person. I'm an ex-drummer only because I don't have a drum set. I would get back into that if I could, but it costs a lot of money and space. But I got so into like rock and metal. It's so by the book, 4 4 4 4 4. Like that's just how it goes. So hearing all these artists just kind of sort of float along on the beat, and there's just no structure with exactly how things are going, is just so interesting to me. Very, very interesting.
Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore,
I memorized
while I
the
nodded,
when I was a
newly
kid.
napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door.
Give me your wing, give me your claw, give me your tail.
Oh, okay. Give me your claw, give me your wing, give me your claw, give me your tail. So you're looking to, I didn't even think to check out the lyrics here and try and figure out what the song's about. But saying, give me those things, you're talking about the crow. And then there was a crow speaking mockingly. So, I mean, crows can be scavengers. So maybe you're trying to pick through the pieces of something of your life, and you're hoping to be like a crow to be able to ascertain what's actually, I don't know what I'm doing here. If that's a beak, I guess, you know, just, I guess it's like you're trying to rummage through what you have left and be able to figure out what, you know, you can garner from the life you lost. That's horrible if that's the case. Anyway, to finish that line, 'tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. Yeah. I memorized about half of it for a poetry contest at one of my schools long ago when I was like in middle school. So anyway.
Give me your song, give me your fame, give me your life.
Song, fame, and
Give
life.
me your eye, give me your skin, give me your voice. Give me your lung, give me your name, give me your face.
So I like how much of this too also takes her actual character with limbs, different parts of an automaton, these birds, all of that is related to her. It's something I've said a trillion times. If you're going to be a VTuber, give me lore with your videos. I don't care how some people don't care about the lore of VTubers. They're more than just a person, or else you could just watch any other streamer. They come in with a character, with lore, with these things. Some VTubers might not consider it important, and that's fine. But for those that do have lore, I would hope that you would keep that going. It is a part of what makes you you. So anyway.
Yesterday I saw someone wearing a crow deep into the ground. Someone I know. What am I becoming? He looked at me, asking me silently, are you me?
I wonder if that's related to another poem. I forgot what it was called, but it was about this guy who he went crazy and thought that this old guy with a really weird eye was like mocking him. So he killed him and stuck him in the floorboards. And then the police like pretty much found where it was, and he was just like freaking out, and he was like, it was just this weird thing. So I feel like that's, I wonder if that's a reference to that when they're saying here was this person who was in the ground and he was like, are you me? Because I think there was some allusion to that being the point of that other poem with the man with the weird eye or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm all wrong about that. You can type you're wrong if you know what the poem's about and if I was wrong. Anyway.
If I'm the only one, why am I becoming doubtful of this world? Opposition, accusation, complication, wake me from this nightmare. Tell me if I'm the only one, why is there another winder of this world? One white crow said pitifully, perhaps he forgot to tell you something better.
Yeah, so that's just so interesting that it's like, perhaps he forgot to tell you something, but oh well. I'm certainly not going to take more time to potentially explain what's going on. I'm just going to be like, oh well. Also, one white crow said pitifully. So most crows are black, so maybe the white crow was a messenger, yet it spoke so pitifully. It wasn't really trying to help you. I wonder what that means. Anyway. Very cool singing. The harmonizing is incredible.
Tell me if I'm the only one, can you make me special in this hollow world? Admiration, recognition, confirmation, all I ever wished for. Tell me if I'm the only one, can I be the winder of this broken world?
The winder of this broken world. I wonder if that has to do with winding up like a toy or something like that. Because then that ties into her character a little bit, being wound up, being a machine, that kind of thing. Very interesting.
One more crow said mockingly, perhaps you won't be yourself in the end. Tell me if I'm not.
Oh, so the fact that the black crow says, well, maybe if you do this, you won't be yourself in the end, but oh well. So you're kind of mocking. You're not trying to keep them going one way or another. You're like, what do I care? You do you.
Anyone, I can make you special in this hollow world. Admiration, recognition, confirmation, all you ever wished for. Tell me if I'm not anyone, I can choose you as the winder of this world. I'm gonna say nevermore, perhaps I can make you anything you wish to be.
And my soul from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted, nevermore.
Yeah, quote the Raven, nevermore. Very, very interesting. So this was one I noticed. It's self-cover. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. I think this came out during the live action manga, or not live action, the light novel between Justice and Advent. So I think this is when it came out. I just know I'm late to the party on this one, but
When nightmares keep you awake, you'll be safe within my crushing embrace. You're all mine, all mine. You'll never escape. You're all mine, all mine. Wayward soul, I'll wrap you up in darkness that consumes you whole. Hold you in my labyrinth of walls, lost in the depths that swallow you, where just your shadows follow you. Always turning in the deep, I won't let you sleep. You don't.
okay, I was just enamored at their charisma because, like I had said, this beat, very, very simple. Boom, 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 boom. You know, just very bassy. If you're not listening for what the synth is saying, you could do anything you want, or you could hear it as just a very simple beat. So they're going like, just you're adding charisma to it because this is your place to shine. I love it.
Need your dreams now that you belong to me. Throw them all away, you're too frail to be free. You will always be my lovely prisoner. Are you shaking? My eyes will find you. Let me clutch you tightly. You can only be mine. Poor little prisoner. Are you breaking? My chains will bind you here forever. Stay here for all time.
Oh yes, I remember that. I don't know why the Latin here is what's sticking out to me as like, oh, I've heard this song before. I think I was trying to, like, I don't know, ascertain from the rest of the song what it meant. But this was a group song, I remember now.
Close your eyes, go deeper in the emptiness that plagues your mind. Let my dark
The fact she's so cute, but she's saying this makes it very spooky.
Hear the blissful silence all around. I'll drag you down below, never let you go. Everything you've been, the transgressions of your past, throw them all away. Let me hold you alive. My lovely prisoner.
So that's so interesting, the juxtaposition of when they were saying, well, you're my prisoner, so throw all your dreams away. But then they were saying, hey, if you want to be free, throw away all your inhibitions and your fears because you won't have those here. That's kind of the crux of it. Like, if you have the free will to, just in life, I'm just meaning life in general, if you have the free will to choose to be like, hey, here's these dreams that I have, here's all these other things, you can also choose to live with insecurities and fears and those kinds of things. C.S. Lewis, a very good author, Christian author, said, I have been through a great number, or he said, I've endured a great number of things. Some of them have been real. And it's the idea that really a lot of the stress that we put ourselves in is in our head. I know that for myself. I even was telling one of my friends the other day, I was like, dude, if I could have told 19-year-old me, hey, between now and 35, you're not really going to go through much. Like, really. You're going to be scared by a few things. There's going to be a few people in your life that you're going to be like, ooh, but you are cared for. You are surrounded by opportunity, and you can absolutely make it through. If I could have told myself that, I'd be like, oh, sweet. You know? Anyway.
What's the matter? You're never leaving. You're mine forever. Got to keep you right here. Poor helpless prisoner.
I love the got to keep you right here. It's the least imposing sounding way of saying that.
Vision shattered. Why are you grieving your ambitions? Let them disappear. I can hear your plea, reaching desperately, but I'll never ever set you free.
Hey,
Stay with me, my lovely prisoner.
Nice.
Are you shaking? My eyes will find you. Let me clutch you tightly. You can only be mine. Poor little prisoner. Are you breaking? My chains will bind you here forever. Stay
Nice. That was cool. That was really, really cool. Oh, okay, cool. I forgot what the list with these songs was. Yeah, we have a new song by Oral Crony coming out with a EP. I think that also includes songs that we've heard from her before and covers, if I'm not mistaken. So, Suki Suki Daisuki, I think, is on that EP, if I remember. Which still, as someone who had never really heard her sing very much, and remembered very specifically when she first did karaoke and she was singing someone that I used to know. I'll never forget how she sounded. I was like, sweetheart, I'm so like sorry. Like you're clearly nervous and all that. So to hear her go from that to kiss me, da, 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 I was like, whoa. So I'm excited to hear this. I guess this is an original song here off that first EP. Anyway, let's just jump into it. It's Way to You. Now that I'm thinking about it, because they do to and you, like it's this kind of futuristic hyperpop type thing, I wonder where we're going with the instrumentation. Oh, if we get like a synth pop thing. Oh, girl. Come on. Get in your iris bag. Where you're just going on this like very, what is it? Like hyperpop style vocals where they just run you through a synthesizer and you just sound all like super smooth and everything. Oh my gosh, I'm excited.
Lately, I realize I will never be alone. It was always right in front of me. Do you remember how we used to be so carefree?
Hey.
I can feel the rain wash over.
Hey.
Can you hear my heart like thunder? Upside down, darling, 내 목소리. I've got to make a move. So far I cannot break through the cage I'm in. I don't know how to retreat. Hurry up and get a chance to speak. The love can never be. Can't you feel it too? Side by side we could laugh all through our days. Baby, just let me make my way up.
Hey.
Can't make them stop. Hidden sparks inside ignite and flare up. And when we talk, all my secrets spilling over the top. So when I step up to your side, and my heart is beating in double time. And every moment you make me feel alive. It goes like.
Okay, so I wonder if some of this too is, okay, well, I know she's blushing over a fan and everything, but I wondered if part of this was her stressing about herself, not being able to get to herself, allowing anxiety to like distance her from who she knows herself to be. Maybe that could be part of it, but now I just want to go back and dance to that one part.
When we talk, all my secrets spilling over the top. So when I step up to your side, and my heart is beating in double time. And every moment you make me feel alive. It goes like.
I also liked that flow. And hearts in double time. She clearly practiced that a lot, being able to go ahead of the timing from what you did from the previous verse and then dial it back. And then we go into the chorus. Very cool.
I can feel the rain wash over us. Can you hear
I'm kicking my feet.
my thunder? Upside down, darling, 내 목소리. I've got to make a move. So far I cannot break through the cage I'm in. I don't know how to retreat. Hurry up and get a chance to speak. The love can never be. Can't you feel it?
Oh, I love it.
Side by side we could laugh all through our days. Baby, just let me make my way up. Hurry up and get a chance to speak. The love can never be. Can't you feel it too?
Aww.
By side we could laugh all
Aww.
through our days. Baby, just let me make my way up.
That's cute. So we're going with the whole, I love my fans, and I'm not just this perfect idol. I actually have feelings for you. Very sweet wish fulfillment on that. But still, singing's very, very good. If I were to venture a guess with the vocals, we just kind of pitch it. So, or not pitch it, but we I can't think of the term. It doesn't feel like we're turning up the voice. We're just kind of putting it through a processor, so it sounds processed and tinny, but it sounds like something she could very easily sing. So very cool. Okay, wait. Hold on. Oh, okay, this is part of the recollection thing. If you guys want me to check out the recollection stuff, I can definitely do that. I'm already planning on checking out Rara's descent into craziness somehow, based on a sheep in Minecraft. But the whole recollection chapter 3 thing has already happened, so here we have the Freaky Deaky Love song, which is the theme for that. So very, very excited. Let's give a like on that and then jump into it.
Heads up, watch me take them down. 1, 2, 3, supernova. Get ready for the show. Freaky Deaky Love.
Okay, first of all, they all did fantastic. I say that because there's too many group songs out there where you can tell 1 or 2 people actually have vocal ability and or enough passion to really just punch it in and just do all these things, when all of them are doing that. And it sounds great. They're phenomenal. Kiara singing, "I'm just a silly psychopath." That's been the one continual thing that I've seen about her amid English. I feel like in a lot of ways, Maury's changed in a lot of ways. Ina stayed the same. She's always been the low cortisol girl of the group. But, it always seemed like Kiara was always she'd always go for the silly route if she could. Be unapologetically goofy, and that's just always been her MO. So, anyway. Okay, nice job, Maury.
Now let's get crazier. Ain't nothing stopping us tonight. I'm blowing the stars, the world so electric. Stand up, everyone. Don't give a damn. I'll show the world. Get ready for the.
Don't give a damn. Hololive, what are you doing? That's language. Anyway, yeah, very interesting that they're kind of calling you to be like, hey, just be more yourself. Don't care about all that stuff. Because I think that's an avenue that a lot of people might not understand. Being goofy and silly and stuff doesn't mean you have to be inconsiderate. That's not the goal. It's not saying, hey, break every law known to man because you want to. That's not what it's about. There's ways that we exclude ourselves from being joyful and silly and goofy because we're so worried about how other people will think of us to be. So don't do that. I know, it's easier said than done. I still struggle with it now. So.
Supernatural. Wow, we got it all incredible, so freaky, irreplaceable, untouchable. Ready, steady now. Let's get crazier. Ain't nothing stopping us tonight. I'm loving myself no matter what, so
I don't know if it's because I've recorded a lot today, but my eyeballs just hurt. Like, it's not a bad thing. It's just there's so much going on screen. It's such a wild type of thing. I feel like the last time I saw so many colors in a video was, and I'm sure people can think of an example that was more recent, that was just as crazy, but the last one I can think of off the top of my head is the Holotori dance. There was just so much going on, and it's just so colorful, but it was such an it was a very controlled explosion. I feel like that's what we got here. Everyone's singing well, the layering is great, giving everyone equal time with the mic is good. The message is great. The repeating visuals aren't too much. It's just enough where it's like, oh man, I don't have enough intense ADHD to be able to handle this and not feel overwhelmed. Gosh darn it. Lights are going crazier.
up, everyone, don't give a damn, I'll show the world. Get ready for the show, it's time to shine.
Sorry.
Break out, let's take down, we're gonna make a touchdown. Gather up, get ready to rise up, up and up, we got that flow. Break out, let's take down, we're gonna make a touchdown. Gather up, get ready to rise up, up
That's
and
cool.
up, we flying. Get up,
So I am curious, since this isn't in Japanese, why is the rhyming just so off? Like, we're not really rhyming anything. It's fine, but I'd feel like this would make more sense if it was like, hey, this was a Japanese song, and then we literally translated the vocals, so then it's just, you know, it's not rhyming because it's a different language. Very interesting. I do love that visual there of them being caught in the beams and they're turning around doing a pose. You know, it plays off of what they were talking about, like, hey, try and shut me down. Try and stop me. I'm going to be myself. Literally turning that into like a police chase, you know, and we had those visuals of them running with the light following them. All very cool stuff. I love it.
louder, there's no limit to your crown. Go and build your empire, this is where the power roars. Checkmate a revolution, taking it over, no more delusions. Bring it up higher, this is where it begins.
Nice.
Now let's get crazier, ain't nothing stopping us tonight. I'm loving myself no matter what, so electric. Stand up, everyone, don't give a damn, I'll show the world. Get ready for the show, we stand the freaky deaky love. We're unbreakable, we're chillin' on, nobody's gonna take our air down. We're unstoppable, so powerful, now break the chains and new beginnings. Get ready for the show, freaky deaky love.
Love it. I think it's also cool, if I remember correctly, the fact the curtain was behind them when they bowed was basically like it's an intermission. It's not like the curtain's going down and it's over, if I remember. Nice little touch on that. Everyone did amazing. Cover, that was really cool. A lot, but very good. So this is a new one by Rin Penrose, who has done a bunch of different styles. I think they've only put out 3 songs. But yeah, I still remember their first one really, really well because it matched the theme of their princely demeanor, and it had this, you know, marching band and trumpets and everything. I forgot what it was called, but I remember it was really, really cool. And it was like, you know, just, you know, march to the beat of your own drum, basically. So this is called Cold Open. Yeah, let's jump into it. Okay. Interesting. We have a lot of like EDM hardcore style beats here.
I'm thinking here we'll play ourselves a different song. What a wonderful twist.
It is a
It's
different
win,
song,
so
you're right.
you'll act upon it, so it's in the script, but is that so wrong? Now I'm taking the lead, so you might want to play along. To you it's tedious, to me you're the liar. To you it's
Ooh.
nebulous, to me it's inspired. Pull back that relevance, toss out that hesitance. Let me give you something new to admire.
Okay.
Do you believe in someone like me, breaking blazing, gunning like a laser beam? Oh, satellite, don't hide your eyes, 'cause I'll be here as long as you've got eyes to see. Take background.
Okay, so first of all, I think I've seen this model. It was a different model that they had. If I remember this right. It's been a while. I literally remember even back when I was on Twitter, which best thing in the world was me getting blocked out of Twitter somehow. I'm glad, because the crap that you have to be subjected to just to try and find what you want to look at, not worth it at all. Even YouTube was pushing Rin Penrose because they were a spokesperson for YouTube Shorts, being a VTuber, what it's like to be corporate, you know, the NDAs you have to sign, all these different things. They were a big spokesperson. So they kind of fell off, though. I didn't know what happened. But, I mean, if anyone knows, tell me in the comments. Like most VTubers, I'm not able to watch very much I just kind of see stuff pop up and then I check it out from there because I have other things going on in life. But yeah, I really do, to go back to the song, I do like their voice, and it's very relaxed compared to the instrumentation, which, as I'd said before, sometimes you can do that, and it's a great little contrast. So, so that idea of trying to be the best that you can be and see if someone acknowledges it, while that person, to them, it might not seem like that big of a deal. It might be nebulous, but to me, it's inspiration. It's all about that perspective. So are you going to take the perspective of me and care about what I'm trying to become, if I'm hearing that right? So
Let's make a scene.
okay, that's cool. Let's make a scene. Let's do something loud. Let's get ourselves out there until I hear that theme, until the show's over. Let's make a scene. Let's do something big. Oh, and then we have the balagity schnoggity sharks. Balarka Marka.
Too tired of waiting for nothing with nothing inside. The times are changing, I'm sending down a meteorite as long as you've got this.
She's able to keep a very good flow even when their voice is really quiet. Yeah, I'm sending down a meteor bite. The vocals here, even when the voice sounds very relaxed and low, they're able to kick up the speed really quick.
Bring me adrenaline and bring me up higher. Even if we fade to black, right up for holding back. Let's see
tired
who
of
wins
holding
when
back.
the signal goes live.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. They were singing. I can't even hit that. I can't even go that high, but that's cool.
Believe in someone like. Do you believe in something like
Wow.
me? Blinding, climbing, an impeccable routine. Can you perceive celestial being? Just how dramatic things are gonna come to be. I've been down
So now I'm not sure I know what's going on. They're talking about a celestial being able to perceive someone like them. I don't know what this means.
miracles, so here's your spectacle. Light up that fire in the depths of your being. Till you catch up with me, I'll make you a scene.
Very, very cool. What is this next one? Oh, this one. Okay. I don't know what more to say about this than just acknowledging that it was something that people told me to check out. Honk the Horn by No Leash, I guess. So I don't know anything about them. Tell me everything I need to know in the comments. Okay, we're gonna get rapped here. I can hear the A, yeah, I. Okay. Oh, geez. Wow. Thank you, Internet. I was like, what's happening? Internet's slowing down. I don't know who is the one rapping here. Is it this one with the horns? Gritty voice. Really gritty voice. I love that. Love that stuff. Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay, I like that. And then the next line, or the next section from that. Very, very cool. That's not an easy flow to do, so nice job.
静かに rise 光より影が似合う上がるほどノイズでも耳には届かねえ計算途中からこっちドブレイザープレイ結果が証明フェイク
This is what?
それが本命止まる理由ね
That intense voice is coming out of this little person? What? I'm confused. That's cool though. Very, very cool. Spit it. Spit it.
からこっちドブレイザープレイ結果が証明フェイクうちらが本命止まる理由ね食べ通し気づき出しにも進むプラン反射的にキーフェルじゃなくてヘランキットなどして呼ばれるゾンバイクに9時間茎がフリッツオコン牙むき出し声がベンベンな刺さる全身かかっち面蹴るステップ振動がラップ消える境界線こっからオーバーラップ目が入った瞬間資料開始遠慮ゼロ本能処分バイス TCs 知ってわっしゃ全部フィール燃料にして多分ノーリーシ息荒いままではいけない速さは才能じゃねえくせ転んでる走れる向いてる
I feel like I'm getting shot and I don't know why. Like I don't know by what. I'm not understanding the words here, but sheesh. It's actually very intimidating. I'll just be honest. I'll be honest. There's like stateside we have a few ladies that really have some grit in their voice, but it feels almost as nebulous, to use a term from a previous song, as a female screaming vocalist, like from a metal band. Like when you really get those vocalists, like I Wrestled a Bear Once, Ginger, like all these ladies that are just like, you know, just all this crazy shit. I'm like, whoa. It's just an extra level of like, I was not expecting this from you. So absolutely incredible vocals. I'm also going to go off on a tangent and say, if anyone says just in general that Asian cultures have stolen rap and they're biting flows and they're doing all these things, you're a racist asshole. Like, obviously, there's plenty of people out there that can take an art and bastardize it for their own purposes. That happens enough stateside. And I'm not talking about if it does happen or not, if certain artists are or not, but I've recently seen an influx of people saying all the Asian artists, all the Asian rappers, all they do is bite. Like, putting them in a box, how freaking dare you? It's 2026. We're pushing acceptance in some ways. Why are we still holding on to racism? I'm sorry, but that stuff is stupid. There's literally no reason to bottle up an entire race of people and their impact on the craft when hip-hop, dare I say it, was meant for everybody. Most of y'all don't care to think about that because you're young and stupid, and all you know is the current popping artists. You know nothing about the history. You know nothing about any of that stuff. And then for some reason you got an issue with Asians, and you're like, oh, well, these they're just biting everything. Shut the hell up. Shut up. A lot of them are far more talented than people in the States. Yeah, I said it. I've said it before with VTubers. There are plenty of VTubers that could best any top-selling artist out there. I would almost say. I immediately thought of like Eminem and Kendrick Lamar. But even then, you get plenty of rappers that are absolutely fantastic in their own way. Don't test me with this. So stupid. Ooh. Little beat change, huh? Okay. Shake out those limbs. Rest your voice. Oh, okay, now we're singing. Ooh, nice little cutaway. Both of y'all can sing? Okay. Sing it, girls. Let's go.
声がフロアにバンスバンス後に誘われジャンプジャンプ止まり理由なし全身フレア静かにハイ
Ooh, okay, third beat switch.
すかさずライド eyes on prize うちらハイハイハイ
Wow.
ハイハイ
So we're going back to the singing. All right. Even the melismas, like just that's so like all through college I was surrounded by vocal performance majors, some of whom were total assholes that as soon as they learned how to do a little bit of scatting or do a little bit of vocal flair, they just walked around with their peacock feathers out like, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. And it's like, shut the hell up. But not for nothing, it takes a lot of work to learn little vocal flares and little projections and whatever the terms are for it. It's incredible stuff. So the fact they're doing that with the singing too is just, whew. Yeah, even the like, just dude, that's it's just incredible stuff. Nice. So Honk the Horn is the group. That's so cool. I really like that. Okay, so this was a Discord suggestion here called Final Girl. Yeah, let's just jump in there. Ooh, spooky. Oh, all right. Okay.
Come for me, you won't survive the night. God, don't chill, I'm gonna take you to the afterlife. Double tap, ain't no way you're living through it. You really can't afford to pay for what you're doing. This is slasher film.
Okay.
Then I'm flipping the script. I ain't no keeper, but I'm gonna send you right to the crypt. I've been biding my time.
Ooh, okay, crypt keeper. I'm no keeper, but I'm gonna send you to the crypt. I'm also not a keeper. Like, you know, I'm gonna want what I want in a relationship with you. I'm not a keeper. I'm not someone who you should want to have with you forever. I'm not that kind of person. Ooh, okay. Who the heck is this lady?
Flipping the script. I ain't no keeper, but I'm gonna send you right to the crypt. I've been biding my time, waiting for the day somebody came to test my patience this way.
Okay, so we had but you can't pay for this. And now we had that here with in my patience. I like that. I like that little bit of a slowing down on a pronunciation to make a word hit a little bit more.
You never thought I'd be the one to pop off. You went off the deep end, but I'm going down the drop off. You're no Michael Jason, ghost face, pinhead of Freddy Roach clip on my knife. I stay ready. No PG-13, I'm rated R. Excessive violence, blood and gore. You can hide or run.
Okay, nice little slant rhyme. Gar. I'm rated R. So, you know, your brain knows what's being said. In the meantime, it sounds like it rhymes. That's basically slant rhymes. It's good stuff.
I'm rated R. Excessive violence, blood and gore. You can hide or run, but you won't get far. Ain't it funny? You're the one who's trying to get to the car. I'm the final girl.
Oh, ain't it funny? You're the one who's trying to get to the car. You're the one trying to run. Whoa, I like that. That was cool.
You won't get far. Ain't it funny? You're the one who's trying to get to the car. I'm the final girl. I'm a psycho. Even evil in the dirt wherever I go. 'Cause you part
Psycho,
kill,
I go.
3 parts slow. Roll the credits.
Ooh, 2-part killer, 3-part flow. Okay.
Big boy, 'cause I'm part of the show. Yeah, I'm a final girl. Yeah, I'm a psycho. Even evil in the dirt wherever I go. 'Cause I'm 2 parts kill and mixing 3 parts flow. Roll the credits, big boy, 'cause I'm part of the show. Yeah, I'm a final girl. More like the final boss. Are you even supposed to be here, man? You must be lost. You ain't leveled up enough to play with me. I'm still cool, you're struggling to slay with me.
Okay, so a lot of allusions to video games and stuff. I'm like the final boss. What are you doing here? You must be lost. You can't slay with me. You can't do anything you're not leveled up enough to get to this. Slaying on the beat, killing on the beat, that's something a lot of rappers talk about, you know, just where you deliver your flow and you do a good job. But then also in a game, in a video game, you're not slaying enough. You're not doing enough to, to level up to get to my level. And then also, you're not slaying with me. I know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to slay. If you can't slay with someone, you don't have the same flow as them. You're not able to carry yourself with the same confidence that they do. So.
Heart pumping out your chest. You feeling pressed, hiding there, holding your breath. No predator, now you're the prey. What will you do? Check your peepers. You should be afraid. I'm coming through. I'm holding a grudge. I got a chip on my shoulder. I'm gonna show you why the Minnesota femmes are colder. This is red rum, can't get away. Let's have some fun. You look worse than the remakes when I'm done.
Ooh, you look worse than the remakes. Ow. True, though. A lot of remakes just suck, especially in horror. There's a reason why they were so good way back in the day. I do love all the different alliterations. I mean, we mentioned them by name earlier. Michael, Freddy, Jason. And I know I thought FNAF at the time, but Freddy... oh, God. From Friday the 13th. Anyway. Also saying I'm holding a grudge, that kind of thing. So all these allusions to horror characters, I love it.
Calm and collected, then I sneak up undetected. Something than the remakes when I'm done. I'm still calm and collected, then I sneak up undetected. Something you never expected is the knife that I presented. You know I should be respected. That's something you have neglected. I bet you never suspected you'd be the one who's dissected. Now I'm the final girl. I'm the psycho. Making evil in the dirt wherever I go. 'Cause I'm 2 parts kill and mixing 3 parts flow. Roll the credits, big boy, 'cause I'm part of the show. Yeah, I'm the final girl. Yeah, I'm a psycho. Making evil in the dirt wherever I go. 'Cause I'm 2 parts kill and mixing 3 parts flow. Roll the credits, big boy, 'cause I'm part of the show.
Lilith O'Leary. Very cool stuff. Very spooky. Normally, I try to not stick with too many punchlines involving like references to things. I only say that not because they can be dated, though they can be, and there's definitely rappers out there that they'll use whatever current cultural, media nuance they can in a rap song, so then it sounds popular and it's trendy or whatever. But also just, if her other rapping and her flows and everything wasn't good, aside from, all the references and stuff, that's where I would say, hey, I'd stick away from the references, because then it can seem like, yeah, you know how to write something topical, but is it good? But she did a really great job. This was cool. So thank you to the recommendation on Discord. I could definitely check out more if you guys want, if they've put out more music. So. Oh, yeah, this one. So I have no idea what this is. I don't know what this is. I have no clue whatsoever. But I heard a lot about it. A lot of people were talking about it, so we're going to check it out. I don't even know what's the group and what isn't, what is the song and what isn't, if this is a reference to something. I just know there's Mint in here, and then a couple other VTubers as well. So that's all I know. You know the title. If you don't, play along with me. We don't know what's going on. Burn On, Hot-Blooded Heroine.
Yokai. We are densetsu-exe. Show the world that we want it. Show them nothing can stop it. Break the cycle of fate we're pushing through.
Oh my gosh.
Turn our eyes to the future. 'Cause we're stronger than ever. And life's mightier than the sword. Fighting on.
Okay, so I'd assume, if I were to make an assumption here, that we're either taking old footage and then we're doing a cover, or if we're not, we're just taking old footage and we're putting the heads on them and then we're, just using it for those purposes. We saw that even in a Metal Across the World thing. Gnome, I think the group was called. They took a movie that was entirely free to use and they superimposed themselves in the movie itself. I wonder if that's what's going on here. But yeah, very cute though. I like the whole, very anime, like, we're powering up. This is how we are when we're not powering up. And then we enter the green screen and then we come out like this. So.
Burning like the sun as it sets upon the dawn I love. My heart is set aflame by a call from above. Protecting what is seen
Okay.
requires sacrifice.
think I've seen Phoebe, but I don't know much about her. Oh, wait. Is this... Wait. Okay, I'm overthinking this, but I want to go with it. These are actually them, and they did all those shots just for fun, and then they put it through this very old-timey filter? That would be really cool if they did. I just feel like that's... I mean, unless we're just trying to be tongue-in-cheek with, like, this person is this person. Unless it's actually them. That would be really cool, actually. Who the heck is that? I love it though. Oh no.
We'll pave the way through all the hate, light up from Daji Kankamandarake. Our passion light in
You're gonna go down, man.
voices ringing out all over the world.
What was the green screen? I love this though. This is so fun to me. I know people would look at this and be like, this is so cringe. Shut the hell up, man. Get out of your, Mercury tracer and live some life. Come on. Anyway, I love how they had the whole exaggerated, oh, we're going to fight you stuff. And then we had the green screen. They're not even in the same area, but he's just throwing his fists around and then they green screen them in like they're fighting him. That's too funny. That's so good. Even just this old-timey effect of like splitting a lightning bolt and then superimposing it in two different ways so it has the anime sort of look is so funny. This is so good.
Passion light in everyone, with voices ringing out all over the world. Let's look ahead, past all the dread, and see a brighter on the falling
Oh, okay. I was going to say, maybe he might have a shot, but he doesn't. Wait, no. That's actually... Wait. Hold on. That's Mint's actual outfit. So unless we had cosplayers do all this stuff, and then we just superimpose the heads, if this is actually them, this is hella cool. Dude, I love this. Wow. Oh, no way. Wow. That's so cool. It's so goofy. It doesn't... It's so... really though, so I think it was Ren Evenstar that was saying, anime is delightfully cringe. In some cases, I think there's plenty of shows out there that they're just themselves. They're not trying to be too goofy and then enjoying being too goofy. But this is just so, it's unapologetic with like, yeah, we're not trying to be, this freaking Marvel looking thing. We're just out in a valley somewhere blowing stuff up. It's just so funny. I genuinely love this. I feel like this is like 90s brain rot. Kids, if you want to know what 90s brain rot was like, back when we watched anime and stuff and looked at whatever we could find on Toonami, this was the kind of stuff. Those HoloLive shorts where they're running around doing whatever and there's no cohesion with what the story is. That's what we watched, okay? So I'm not saying I'm any better than you, okay? I just liked my cringe better than yours, okay? We all like the smell of our own farts. I'm just... This is so fun, though. I love this stuff. It's unapologetic, and it's not trying to be sophisticated. It's just having fun. Because also, the fact is, I would assume, because I've seen cosplayers do this kind of thing, where they're in a spot where they blow something up. It's meant to be zoomed in on, so it really looks as realistic as you can get, where you do an action shot, right? And you're supposed to use the foreground and the explosions to get it to look nice. But the fact that it's just a zoomed out camera image and there's just explosions going off behind them, and it's like, whatever you're trying to show, you're missing the impact. I love it, though. Oh, we're back. Okay. The secret combo. Oh no. The secret combo. Okay, it did work. Nice. Also, sorry, I forgot to even mention, I love the singing here. They all sound really, really good. They're adding so much with their own cadence, and I love all the analogies to blooming and continually pressing on regardless of all the opposition around you. It's a tale as old as time, unfortunately, but I love their avenue with it being this very upbeat, peppy anime type thing. So oh, they're headbanging. Wait, that was a perfect example of like, you should have had the camera over more and then been close up enough that, you know, it really looks, you know, impactful. It looks actiony. But having them turned the wrong way and then have the explosion over their shoulders and it's such a wide angle shot, it's like, what was the point? I'd assume that in this breakdown here, because so this sounded fine. Yeah, a monster's laughing. Like, I don't know what the mix was with that. I don't know if that's part of the joke with the song as well, where it's like, we're just going to be further back in the mix. Because up till now, it sounded like they all were very evenly mixed. And then whoever the MVP, that was really loud on the, we're the MVP, magical heroines. I can't get over how they really gave it their all, but it was like just over their shoulder. Great singing here too. This is really good. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's so cool. Good Jesus, it's a long song. I'm just saying. While we're checking that, oh freaking god dang it! I was hoping to go to the. Okay, I'll just check it out later. Sorry, I just Come on, man, give it up. Oh, he's getting hit by the dolls. He's scolding him. Oh. Oh, he's joining him. Wait, what? Oh, never mind. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. Theory, because I'm overthinking it. He was like an embodiment of all that negative energy. So they gave him this, basically a hero's death, where they're like, hey, we've convinced you of what's going on. We've shown you what true love and passion is. So he was able to wipe his tear and be like, okay. And then, so that's, wow. This is... Why do I love this so much? I don't even know the whole of this story. I'm sure I got most of this wrong, but I love this. What'd Grandma do? Wow, they spent all day filming. Wait, frickin', god dang it. Hold on a second. I need to figure this out. Okay, wait. Okay, so that's, okay, so those are the artists. Densetsu-exe. Lord Loiter Steiner. Rest in peace, Steiner. Okay. And then the 2D animation, illustrations, composition mixing, secondary editing. Huh. Low poly animation, character models, animation, storyboards, character rigging. Wait. Okay, costuming. Wait, what the heck? So these, wow. This was actually all entirely done by them. What the hell? So, this is one of my favorite things of all time. Not just this, but that style. My eyes feel like they're like out of focus looking at this completely out of focus logo here. But that idea of putting so much effort into something that's so like chunky and blocky and not refined is absolutely phenomenal. I love that. Oh, and the fact it's vibrating, I can't. I have to look away. That's so cool. That's genuinely phenomenal. Okay, what have we got? Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry. Okay. Restricted Future featuring Amelie. This is a new song by Numi. So yeah, I just saw this today, so I threw this on the list. Oh. Incredible instrumental right there. That's chunky. Very interesting. I've heard this singing style from her before, just very monotone and somber as the instrumental is just kind of going all over the place. Really, really cool. We weren't really rhyming every single line, but I think that's really, it just kind of plays into what we're talking about, feeling like you've been stretched. You don't really know yourself. You just feel like you're just pulled every which way and you're spread thin. Like butter scraped over too much bread. Comment below if you know that reference, so I know how many of you made it this far. Comment butter if you made it this far. Ooh, so like Amma coming through with that is really cool. I like that. So I like that idea when in a chorus, sometimes it happens on a second chorus. You know, you sing the chorus and it's monotone because you're wanting to put out the frustration that you have. But then you do it again, and then there's this really big voice right behind you. I feel like that adds two different perspectives to a chorus. You have just the raw emotion of like, this is what I'm frustrated by. But then there's that part of you that's even more frustrated. And it's like, it's a pointed frustration. It's like, hey, I've taken some time. I've come back. My emotions are, re-regulated. And I'm even more frustrated. Like it's like you're concurring with yourself. Yes, I'm frustrated by this. So I really like that. It drives the point home with the chorus. I like that.
I'm just waiting to be complete. I'm hoping to find that when I see the cracks in this chrysalis, I can be free of this self-deceit. I've waited through 1,000
So the fact, too, that we have these visuals of all the words spinning around them, we're flipping around, we're upside down, we have these liquid chains all over the place. It's very indicative of that self-defeat, which they're talking about. And even some of those lines of like, I've slept through, it's 1,000 sleepless nights and I still have yet to open my eyes. So it's this idea of opening your eyes, acknowledging the reality of a situation, right? But then you have these 1,000 sleepless nights where you're just not able to solve for yourself how you feel about this stuff, and it's keeping you up at night. I really like that. That's a very palpable feeling. And as someone who has struggled with self-hatred most of his life, sometimes it's not even about whether or not it makes sense to be that way, just like anything else. Sometimes it's just what you're familiar with. All the people in the world can tell you they love you, and you can talk yourself out of it and go, no, they actually don't love me. And I can figure out some little line that I know they won't cross to actually show that they care. Or people say that they care, but they haven't really spent all day with me. Well, what about the friends that have spent days and days with you and have known you for years? Well, they only know about this part of me. They only know me about here. Or I'm one mistake away from people thinking, God, he's really annoying. I'll inadvertently drag everybody down. I'm gonna erode their patience away the longer that I keep talking. Just like what I do with a good chunk of my audience when I do reaction videos. Type erode if you made it this far. E-R-O-D-E. I'm just kidding, kind of. Man, these visuals are crazy. That's really something. Some of those visuals too of like, I'm my worst enemy, I'm my biggest enemy, and the camera is lower. It's showing you towering over the viewer, over yourself. Really, really good stuff. And even in the chorus when they're talking about everything's kind of spinning, life can feel like it's spinning out of control when you give up something of yourself, even if it's not helpful. Anything that can happen where you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. It can feel like everything's out of limbo, even if it's not a good thing. The direction in that video was incredible. What a way to end this. As I had said, go to the link in the description, support the people that made the songs. All the links are going to be there in the way that we viewed them. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. This was really something, and I'm happy to have checked all this out. Incredible talent from these people. But you guys give me your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed, and that's all I got to say about that. See you next time.